Assalamu alaikum. Actually, I'm Muhammad Zaki, calling from Italy.
Italy, Muhammad Zaki, what's happening?
Yes, yeah, recently my call was dropped, so I connected
Okay.
again. Uh,
Okay.
Thank you for letting me in. Okay, my question is regarding the event of Hijrat of Rasulullah, because
Sallallahu alaihi
Sunni used to brought forward the ayat of cave as the lead on superiority of Abu Bakr over others, that he was
wasallam.
within came with him. But in reality, we know that he was not informed by the Prophet about the time and the day of Hijrat and kept it secret. So my question was that how he ended up in the cave with Rasulullah, as it was completely,
Okay.
it was kept a secret by Rasulullah. Because I was also, I watched a video by a Moroccan channel. His name is Rafati Plus. He proved that Abu Bakr was there. He asked Ali ibn Abi Talib when he came at the night of Hijrat. He asked Ali ibn Abi Talib where Rasulullah is, and then he came out and he informed the people that were out there with the intention of killing Rasulullah that Rasulullah left, and his intention was to kill Rasulullah. So how this whole scenario happened, and it's really confusing. So if you please elaborate it, I
Yeah,
will be
sure.
glad.
Okay, thank you. So there, I'm going to just rely on a non-Shia hadith in this regard, that Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not take Abu Bakr with him to the cave on the night of his migration from Mecca to Medina. He was not entrusted with the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam's secret departures information, and the reason for that is the hadith, Sahih hadith, that Ahmad has narrated both in his Musnad, also in his Kitab al-Fadail. And I just suffice on the book of Musnad Ahmad ibn Hanbal. This book has been verified and investigated and researched by Sheikh Ahmad Muhammad Shakir, who is a very respected and revered scholar of hadith in the previous century, in the 20th century, in Egypt. And Asha'ira, as well as the Salafis, have great reverence and respect for his all his authorships. Okay, this is volume number 3 of Musnad, as researched by Ahmad Muhammad Shakir, published by Darul Hadith in Qahira in Cairo in 1995. Let's go to page number 331. This is hadith number 3062. Sheikh Ahmad said it's not as sahih. So he narrates from Abdullah ibn Abbas. The narration is long. What happened on the night of the migration? The Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, كان المشركون يرمون برسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله. The pagans, they were throwing stones and rocks at the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's bed where he was sleeping. So it appears the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam his bed was in an open area, not inside a room, as Mecca gets very hot in the summer, as you know. So the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam had Amirul Mu'mineen alayhi salam sleep in his bed, so he could escape the mushrikeen and he could take refuge into the cave. So he needed someone very brave, because this is a death of bed. The person who is going to sleep here, he's not going to live tomorrow, because the mushrikeen, they had made a pact that tonight we are going to go there and we are going to kill the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. That's what caused the migration of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that they had made a pact that because Abu Talib alayhi salam had passed away, so he has no protector, the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa. So the mushrikeen said that if one person kills him individually, then what will happen? Then Bani Hashim can fight one family, one clan. They can fight them and they will avenge his blood. But if we go together and everybody participates in his murder together, so we bring down our swords in one single strike, several from every clan, 10, 20 swords, chops him down, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. At the same time, then who is the murderer? Everybody. A person from every clan, every tribe in Mecca. And his family cannot fight us all. Who killed him? All of us killed him. Now can they, his cousins, Ali alayhi salam, Jafar al-Tayyar, his uncle, Hamza, can they avenge? Can they fight all clans of Mecca? No. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam needs somebody very trustworthy, somebody who's willing to sacrifice his life for him, somebody who will put himself ahead of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to take all the swords, all the wounds on his chest, on his eyes, on his neck, instead of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he doesn't find anybody else than Ali alayhi salam, Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam. I mean, he asks him to sleep in his bed. So Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam knows about the migration of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he sleeps in his bed. فجاء أبو بكر وعلي عليه السلام نائم. Abu Bakr came, and Ali alayhi salatu wasalam, Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam, was sleeping in that bed. وقال وأبو بكر يحسب أنه نبي الله. أنه نبي الله. Abu Bakr was surmising, was supposing. يحسب means Abu Bakr was surmising, Abu Bakr was supposing, يحسب, that this person sleeping is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Abu Bakr's knowledge about Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam's departure is just as good as the mushrikeen's knowledge, as the pagans' knowledge. What did the mushrikeen think? Mushrikeen thought Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is sleeping here. He has not left. So they are sure, they are happy, they are pleased. They are throwing rocks. So they want to come there. A certain amount of time passes from the night. They will come there with their swords and they strike together and they kill him. Right? So mushrikeen are assuming Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is sleeping there. Abu Bakr the same thing. Who says this? Ibn Abbas. Hadith is sahih. He doesn't know that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has already left. He thinks the person sleeping there is Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it means what? That Abu Bakr didn't have any information that Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam is leaving. فقال يا نبي الله. Abu Bakr said, O Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So now Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salatu wasalam is between a rock and a hard place. He is between. He has two very difficult choices. On the one hand, if he says, it's me, then he has given up the secret, right? He has given up the secret that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam has left. Is left. And the mushrikeen who are throwing rocks, they will hear. And this obviously, this will kill the plan of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he needs to escape and he has to leave Mecca, and the mushrikeen will leave his house and go try searching for him. And if he says it's me, and if he stays quiet, what happens? Abu Bakr is not going to stop. Abu Bakr is going to keep calling, Ya Nabi Allah, Ya Nabi Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So because of Abu Bakr's stupidity and his idiocy, and because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had not considered Abu Bakr trustworthy enough to inform him that he's leaving, now the whole migration plan and scheme is about to collapse. So Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salatu wasalam somehow said to Abu Bakr, فقال له علي عليه السلام إن نبي الله قد انطلق نحو بئر ميمونة فأدركه. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not here. He has went towards the well of Maymun, to that direction. If you want to get him, go ahead and reach him there. Why Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam had to say this? Because he had no other choice. Abu Bakr doesn't give him a choice, right? Abu Bakr will be, mushrikeen are throwing rocks, so they are in one direction, so they perhaps did not hear the conversation. Abu Bakr gets closer. Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam says it in a way. Mushrikeen did not find out the person sleeping here is Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam. So Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam had no choice. No choice. So he had to make sure Abu Bakr gets away from this bed. Abu Bakr gets away from the bed of the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because if Abu Bakr hangs around there, he is going to expose. He is going to expose that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not sleeping here. And what will happen? And because the kuffar, mushrikeen, their numbers is great, there are lots, and they know the mountains very well because they live there. That's their city. They are going to send search parties, and they may find the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They may track him, and they find him, and then he will be martyred, and Islam would end. Quran will end. The religion will be destroyed. Then nobody will pray. Right? So Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam told Abu Bakr, not out of, there's no other choice, that he's gone to, in that direction, go. فَانْطَلَقَ Abu Bakr, then Abu Bakr went, found the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Now the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam had not informed Abu Bakr. It's very clear that he is leaving. And Abu Bakr was not entrusted with the secret, in the secrets of his departure from Mecca. Now Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam does what with Abu Bakr? Abu Bakr has found him. He has found him in the darkness of night in some valley that Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is going. He has no choice but to take Abu Bakr with him. He has no choice. Because Abu Bakr is not a person throughout his character. Look at in history. You never see Abu Bakr showing anywhere any strength in face of danger, in face of hardship. Never. In the various battles of the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, you don't see Abu Bakr showing any participation in any of those intense battles. So Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam had no choice but to take it with him. It's obvious. If he had returned Abu Bakr either by choice would have informed the mushrikeen where what the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was, or out of coercion, maybe slap him around a couple times, he would have given up the information, or just the mushrikeen seeing him coming from that valley this way. The pagans would have determined, they would have inferred that we have to go there to find the Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, because at this time of night, he came to this bed, right? And now we know that Ali alayhi salam is in this bed, because later on they found out. And now Abu Bakr is coming this way. And Abu Bakr was earlier here. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam must be in this direction. Let's go and find him. So that is the reason. Okay?